We are the brave companions. We are the brave companions. We are the brave companions. Companions brave are we.
Expansive wilds have stretched all around you for days. Half regretting the long trek to this distant rural area, you trudge through drenching storms and wonder if you'll ever arrive at anything resembling civilization. Breathing a sigh of relief, you catch a glimpse of smoke rising in the distance, no doubt above a nearby settlement. From what you know about this region, most villages are tiny and backward, but a warm meal, a mug of ale, and a dry place to sleep from the seediest tavern would be preferable to another hour of stumbling through the rain. Over a small hill and across a stone bridge, your caution shifts to alarm as you behold not a bustling backwater village, but wreckage and devastation. Slain villagers lie scattered about the ruins of the settlement, and many of the structures lay flattened or torn apart. Through the pouring rain, you see dark shapes moving about the village remains, and though it's difficult to make out fine details, you very much doubt them to be survivors. Welcome to Quest 1, the Ghost Town. This is a destroyed village covered with dead villagers and also lots of creepy, nasty monsters. You guys will enter here. I've placed you in the order that your heroes were chosen. And I've placed a group of harpies here on the stream. Harpies are a particularly nasty monster. They've got a movement of 5, health of 3, defense of 1 die. They attack with a blue and a green die. And they've got the fly special ability, which means they can ignore terrain or enemy figures as they move around. They have to end in an open space though. And they also have the swarm ability, which gives me a +1 damage for each other monster adjacent to the target when they attack. So that's pretty cool. Their boss monster also has, the red one, also has the flock ability, which lets me spend an action and then move each minion monster within 5 spaces, move them 2 spaces immediately. So that's pretty cool. I've chosen one open group here down on this campsite space, and that's the cave spiders. Cave spiders have a movement of 4 and a health of 3. They get the surge ability of poison, which means if the attack deals at least 1 damage after the defense roll, the target is poisoned. So their poisonous also has a +1 damage on the surge. And then the monsters have the master one has a web, which means you have to spend an extra fatigue. I have to spend a fatigue to move if you're adjacent to them. I've placed another open group up here on the caravan space. These are zombies. Zombies move 3, health of 3, defense of 1. They have a surge ability that gives disease, which is similar to the poison, I think. If this attack deals 1 damage, the target is diseased. Yep. They also have a surge ability that gives them +1 damage, and shambling, which means the monster may not perform more than 1 move action during a single turn. So those are the zombies up there. And then finally I get this flesh molder here. I'll explain why I've only got the master one, in a moment, but they get a surge ability that gives a +1 damage, and also a surge ability that gives mend, which the monster recovers a number of health. So 1 health, and then the master has 2 health, and he also has heal, which lets choose a monster within 3 spaces of this monster, roll 1 red dice, and then the chosen monster recovers health equal to the number of hearts rolled. So those are the flesh molders. These question mark tokens are dead villagers. Now, as an action, one of my master monsters can flip this over and investigate this dead villager. If it's a flesh mold, and then after the villager has been revealed, my flesh molder can spend an action to actually convert him into one of my minion flesh molders. Now, your heroes can spend an action to reveal the token, and then spend another action to investigate the body. And then basically, if it's a red one, you'll have to, depending upon if it's a red or blue token, I've mixed them up, I don't know what they are, you will have to roll either perception or knowledge, and then I'll read some box text, and then if you successfully investigate a dead villager, we'll place the token on your side. If I convert that into a flesh molder, I'll place the token on my side. Then once 5 tokens have been revealed, this guy comes out on the board. He is a survivor, a living villager, and if you guys have more tokens on your side than I do, you get to place him in a certain part that's more advantageous to you. If I have more tokens, I get to place him in a spot that's more advantageous to me. And then the goal of this quest is to find the survivor, pick him up, and drag him off the exit tile. You can do that, you win. If I can kill him before that happens, or kill all of you before that happens, I win. These green tokens are just regular search tokens, so you can spend an action to search those and draw from the search deck. Let's see, what else? Am I missing anything else? It's a little blurry. So there's a token here. Oops. Token here. Tokens there and there. And then there's one up here. One back here behind my zombies. And one back here behind my cave spiders. Oh, and then one next to the cave spiders. Okay, so I think that's the quest. You guys are ready. Put your first turn in the comments. Now remember, you can act in any order. You'll all get one turn, then I'll get a turn, and then the next turn you can act in any order again. Let me know if you have any questions, and let's get started.
Companions